Hey, what's up, Skelemystyk? I am here today to save the fate of Wizard101 and give every wizard what they want. Alright, I know, that's a bold claim. What every wizard wants. Well, you know, honestly, if you ask every wizard what they want in this game, you'll get umpteen different answers. But it all boils down to one thing: playability. How many people here, by all means, feel free to raise your hand silently as you watch this video, if it's you. How many people here love hours of endless farming and never getting the piece of gear you want or the spell you want? Love endless pet training and never getting that perfect pet. I mean, 50 or 100 tries later, and you still don't have the pet you were shooting for in the first place. How many people love that? Are you one of those people? Well, let me cast my vote right now. Yep, that's right. There you have it. I do not like endless farming. I do not like endless pet training, especially endless pet training that leads to a failed pet. I do not like having tons and tons and tons of gold and nothing to do with it. I have actually more times than one, had as much as 10 million game gold stored away in treasure cards. I've used it eventually, like for that aforementioned constantly failing pet training. Let's talk about playability, because that's what it all boils down to. Nobody wants to do that stuff. Let's be honest. Nobody wants to farm endlessly and not get what they're trying to get. Nobody does. That's not playability. That's time wasting. That's busy work. That's useless, honestly. I'm going to go to the first area that I want to talk about so far, is what every wizard wants, and see if you agree with me. Here we are. In the first area that I want to talk about so far is playability. One of the things that has kept this game alive for as long as it has been PvP. I personally do not eat, sleep, breathe, and dream PvP. I do not. I've played PvP, and I've had a good time with PvP before now. But I do not eat, sleep, breathe, and dream it. Some people, however, do. And some people are willing to put up with quite a lot from Wizard101 just so they can keep PvPing. Here's where that playability thing comes in. Okay, we come over here. We've got the leaderboards. We've got the tournaments PvP. We've got the ranked PvP. We've got, let me see my little mouse over there. We go. We've the practice PvP. We've got the daily bonuses for PvP. What do we not have here? What is missing from this? Let me tell you what is missing. We've got 5 kiosks here, but none of them are what PvP players actually want, that would add playability back to this game. That is classic PvP. I have had more people come to me and say, Skell, I used to love it when PvP was back to its original form, back in the day when PvP first started, before they started adding shadow pips, before they started changing rules, before they started adding pay-to-win gear, all these things. Classic PvP. If they can have 5 kiosks here for different stuff, that's really all essentially the same thing. I mean, you get tournament and you got rank. Okay, that's like the really only difference here. If they can have 5 kiosks, let's go. Oh! Bam! Classic PvP. Bam! Second age PvP, where maybe you can have shadow pips up to a certain level. Oh, bam! Shadow magic PvP only. You know, that kind of thing. Sure, they have different kinds of tournaments, but if you go into standard, ranked, or even practice matches, especially with practice matches, there is no delineation. There is no separation. There is no way to actually have fun playing this game. The reason I say that, okay, you go into practice PvP. I Honestly, that's what practice is for, to try to brush up on your skills, to try to learn something. However, you're a level 50 wizard, and bam! They put you in practice versus a level 120. How do you learn anything from that? Slam bam, thank you ma'am, thrown out in your ear. The match is over, and you really didn't get time to build up your strat, to cast your spells, to, honestly, to have any fun. Playability. King Zio, are you listening? Playability. PvP is one of your bread and butter things that keeps people here. Make it playable. Bring back Classic. Bring back some classifications, some class period, to PvP. I guarantee you, people will cheer for that endlessly. They'll cheer so loud you will hear it in Texas where you live. Guys, it wouldn't hurt nothing. You can't say you can't add the kiosks to do it because, well, there you are. There's the kiosks. Do better matchups. Give us classic PvP. Give us Shadow Magic only PvP. Make classifications that a person can choose what they want to do, and they know what to expect, and they're going to have fun doing it. That's really, hey, I say classic, that's classic right there. All right, let's go ahead and run on to the next area, the next thing I want to talk about so far as playability goes. Here we are, you got it. This is the next area for playability. How many of you have trained a pet all the way up to Mega? It's looking good, boys. It's got resist. It's got damage. Last talent, Mega. Boom! Screwed! Ripped off! You get Mana Gift. Or, I can't even say, because there's so many useless talents out there. How many of you have done, how many of you have done that on the same pet 10 times? How many of you have done that on the same pet 50 times? I personally, if you gave me 100 crowns for every pet that I've had that's failed, guys, I could buy this. Forget this area. Forget Wizard101. I could probably buy King's Isle. I probably could. I have failed so many pets. When I was making Lady Shadow, I spent 50 million in gold. Nearly, well, yeah, I wasn't exactly 50, but it was close to 50 million gold. I failed hundreds of hatches to get Lady Shadow perfected. And I shouldn't have to do that. My God. Let's not even get into the hours I spent. How much, I mean, okay, they've got the pet kiosk now. And that is, I have to say, a lot more of an improvement than it used to be. I'll give them that, okay? They're taking baby steps now. Now it's time to quit walking, quit toddling, and get on the run, boys. Get on the run. How about this? You want a pet train? Fine. You want this particular talents? Fine. King's Isle wants money? We've established that? Fine. Put in the crown shop right now, today, without any further delay, a potion or elixir that allows you to erase one talent from your pet's talent pool. I mean, erase it totally from the talent pool so that you can never hatch into that talent again. If it's got Mana Gift and you hate Mana Gift, give us a potion that will allow us to remove a talent permanently from a pet. That cannot be that hard to code in. A lot of the problem I've had in the past with idea videos and stuff like that that I've done is King's Isle get back and say, oh, well, the coding for that would be too hard. How hard is it to take something out of the code? How hard is it? You put the potion in, take out the code. Bam! I can't believe it would be that hard to do. And so many of us would benefit from just being able to remove that one sticky talent. For me, it was, Tower Shield or something like that. I forget. It was Shield of some kind. It just kept coming up. It didn't matter what cross hatches I did for the longest time. It didn't matter what pets I hatched with for the longest. That talent stuck with her like it was a tattoo. It took me forever to get that out of there to where I could actually get the talents that I wanted. Let's have playability. Even if you gotta put that thing in the crown shop, please, if you gotta put it in the crown shop, do not do another level 50 elixir thing here where it's $3 million to get the thing, please. I'm, by the way, gonna be talking about that level 50 elixir here just in a minute. But for now, let's stick with this. Guys, playability. Nobody wants to spend their entire time on this game training the same pet over and over and over again. Nobody does. Can I get a big oh yeah? Because I don't. Alright, let me go ahead and move on to the next area. This is going to be kind of a double whammy, this next one is. So I'll get there and we'll talk about it. Okay, we are here in the next area that I want to talk about. We are in the good old bazaar, where Mr. Silverfist over there reigns supreme. Why does he reign supreme? Because he's price fixing. He determines what we get to sell stuff for and what we get to buy stuff for. What that means is the high-level wizards who go gear farming or whatever else and get all kinds of trash drops, they come, they sell them to old Mr. Silverfist here. He gives them a little bit of gold, and sometimes a lot, but sometimes it's a fair amount of gold. But the end result is the high-level players have tons and tons and tons of gold they can't use, and the low-level players have no gold to do the things they need to do with. King's Isle. It's time for those wake-up call again. Open the market. Let some of those low-level people who have, say for some reason they've stumbled on a pet that is really cool, and it's really cool, but they don't really want it for themselves. They want to sell it. Let them take it to Mr. Silverfist here, the pawnbroker, Mr. Silverfist. Easy cash pawn. And say, Mr. Silverfist, I want to sell this pet. Can you find me a wizard that wants to buy this pet? And allow them to put that on the market and allow some wizard who has way too much gold and not enough time to buy it. To then give that lower level character some gold that they desperately need. I do not see why we can't do this. Mr. Silverfist has been running the show for a long, long time. Why is it we can't open that up a little bit? You know, sell off some of this other stuff. Instead of just selling it for a fixed price that Mr. Silverfist determines, or buying something for a fixed price that Mr. Silverfist determines, let people have a free market. That's going to go in with what I talk about the pet training thing and whatnot like that. Open up the gold. Okay, I'm not even saying open up the gold totally like in make it no gold cap. Don't do that. Okay, fine. You know, don't do that. Keep the gold cap. But allow some of us who have gold to spend it on things that we want. Because, I personally have so much gold that I'm thinking about getting some gold teeth here pretty soon just because I have nowhere else to put it. I mean, granted, that skeleton would look kind of funny with gold teeth, but regardless, the point is, open the market. Playability. Make it interesting. Make it something that people want to shoot for. Maybe even put some rare items in there that Mr. Silverfist has brought up himself. You know, hey, Mr. Silverfist's like, how y'all like this bling? Great big old shiny silver medallion that's got gems in it that gives you resistor or makes your smile brighter or whatever. But some kind of rare and unique and interesting, rather than the same old thing that people would want to shoot for, that people would want to do, that people would want to play to get. Instead of making this game mostly about endless farming, the same thing over and over and over again, add the playability, add the interest, add the fun, add that stuff. Okay, while I'm here in the not so free market area, I've got to pop on my heads up display. You know what? No, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to talk about the item because we all know what it is. The level 50 elixir. The other day, I saw the notice on their main banner about, oh, the level 50 elixir is 33% off. Okay, great. It's 33% off. Ridiculously expensive. So now it's only just ridiculous or expensive. Either one. Because they took 33% off of it. The level 50 elixir, in my opinion, is one of the biggest cash grabs, is one of the biggest gold sinks that this game has. It's one of the biggest ones. Why is that? Is the level 50 elixir trash? No, it's not trash. That's not it at all. How it's presented is, how shall I put this, less than savory. Make that any level 50 elixir. In other words, instead of being just level 1 to 50, which is, of course, oddly enough, the 50 easiest levels to get, it is faster to get from here to Dragonspire by far than it is to go from Dragonspire to Imperia. So make that elixir and any 50 level elixir. Now again, with the same caveat, the same conditions, where you have to have leveled the wizard already. That's cool. I understand that. That's cool. That way it's not, pay to level, pay to win, and all that other stuff that other people complain about. Still keep that part of it, and that's fair. But I personally would never buy the level 50 elixir because it's the first 50 levels. You go through the first 5 or 10 levels in this game, even if you can't pay. You go through the first 10 levels of this thing in a day. How is that worth 30 bucks? How? No, it's not. But if you were to go from, say level 60 to level 110, now we're cooking with gas. That is some interest, that is some use, and adds some playability for the money. I mean, at least I think so. All right, let me do one more of these, and then we'll talk about it. One more subject, and then we'll pop off this video, because I'm sure I'm getting pretty long as it is. All right, finally, on the playability issue, let's talk about the one thing that would help out a lot, but that King's Isle is least likely to do. I'll be the first one to admit, they're least likely to do it. Add more free play content. Okay, you go and you get a whole world every time, every year that people have got to pay for. Oh, okay. I understand. It's a business. It's got to make money. Yada, yada, yada. I understand. Believe me, I understand. It's been an issue. It's been tossed back and forth more than a hacky sack. It's okay. But you don't even have to make it where it's new free play content. For instance, Omen Strybog. You don't have to be able to own Polaris to go to Omen Strybog's dungeon in a team up. You can go there without ever having bought Polaris. Okay, if you can do that, let's go to some other bosses. Let's do some other things. A little bit more stuff that will really work out and add playability to this. That's one of the things I hear about most from the free-to-play players is, man, I'm at level 15. I had nothing else to do. I did the whole 2 areas that are for free. Guys, when you say free-to-play, I know, honestly, this is really the toughest issue of all, because I know that you do make it free to play under certain conditions. I've made other videos about how you can actually play this entire game for free. But feel free to look them up if you want, but you really probably aren't going to like the answers, even though, well, they're there. This game can be free to play under certain conditions, but a lot of people don't want to hear that. They're okay. I'm here. I have a few hours on the weekend here. What do I want to do? King's Isle. You want them to say, hey, you know what? I want to check out that new thing on Wizard101. I want to go get this new thing on Wizard101. I want to check out this original idea on Wizard101. You want them to have that name on your lips. I know you do. Come on, markers. Come on. You know you do. All right, guys. That's going to be it. That's what I'm talking about. What every wizard wants. Playability in this game. And this is the areas where I feel that playability could be greatly increased. If you have an idea for this, by all means, I would love to hear it. You all are part of this community the same that I am, and your ideas are just as valid as mine. I would love to hear them. Slap them down there in the comments below, and I'll check it out. You know what? If you blow me away with an idea, I'll put it in a video. I ain't proud. I ain't happy. I'll do it. All right? All right. So that's what I covered for this video. Until next time, this is Skelemystyk reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace. Hey, what's up, gamers? Skelemystyk. In this video series, I am going to be showing you some of the absolute best hides that you can use that are near generators